My name is Jemi Brown, and I've been coding since August of 2021. My experience with code before doing all this was MySpace layouts. Just basically everything I needed to do on my MySpace I could do. So when Remerge put together a camp with the help of Cultivating Coders, I was really excited about that, to be a part of that and just be able to learn a skill that I was familiar with and that I knew I was definitely capable of doing. So we had a slow start to our camp. So Kimberly came in and introduced us to freeCodeCamp, Techlahoma, Slack, LinkedIn, and GitHub. And then from there, our camp started out as putting code into just a local site and just messing with elements like the tables, messed with images, learning Bootstrap, elements, forms, cards, and carousels. And so we also started doing code pins, hacking the code on there. So I went from doing that to mobile Flexbox, built this step-by-step instructions, was able to mess with a linear gradient background, size the image, and just use it with a little story I have of my son. The Flex layout allows responsive elements within a container to be automatically arranged depending on screen size. So then from there, we went to Jumping Like Water is a website I put together by myself before we learned any design elements by just going through those elements we used in the previous stuff. The nav bar, header, the cards, embedding a video, this payment portal that looked good, and I just stole it off CodePen because I had no clue how to do it that well at this point. And then a carousel. Let's see. After we then started getting assignments, one of our cool assignments was this bird game, which learning, I don't know, it was just really cool. So I wanted to add that. So in the middle of the program, we started the UX UI portion. We started by making logos on Canva, mood boards. So here's one of my mood boards with just my favorite colors, logo. Then one of our assignments, we had to pick a company and rebrand them. So I chose the LA Lakers because it made no sense to me for them to still be named after the land of 10,000 lakes when they moved from LA to Michigan. So I named them for the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the stars living in the area. From there, we went and created the mood board and then into mock-ups, doing the wireframing, which is just a visual guide that represents the skeletal framework of a website. So I had my homepage, learned about call to actions up here, secondary call to actions, and then making sure the header and the footer are the same throughout all the pages and just having different sections on each one. So then here is also my roster page for that. So then on my Clear Vision website, my friend owns a company where they go and do window cleaning. So I designed everything for her website. Started with this mock-up. We started doing a high fidelity mock-up. So this is my home page. first call to action, services, second call to action, societal proof. I still am waiting on meeting with her to get more information on what she wants on the services and about page. She has like 6 kids, so she's really busy. It's been hard to meet up with her. Had the gallery, which is just easy ones I picked off of their Facebook page and Google pictures I could find. Testimonials page, which I plan to incorporate an API right here for their Google reviews. But I have to wait on her to get me into their Google account because that's a paid service now if you need it for something or for someone else. And then I had a quote page and a contact page and hour operation. So the cool thing about her not meeting with me as much is when I figured out something was not going to work how I had the mock-up, I was able to just mess with it a little bit and make it work how I wanted. So this is the website that I put together. Dev bar, call to action, all the links go to where they're supposed to with the page built. The services, second call to action, testimonials, business hours, what are let's see, services and about us aren't up, gallery, which I think I'm pretty sure they'll want different pictures here, but there's just the ones I could find. And then testimonials, I don't have the pay or the API information up yet. But that was going from the mock-up to actually building the code. I think it took me like a good 3 days to figure out how to get started and what to do. But once I was able to get figure out how to implement Bootstrap onto the page, it really was super easy to just get up and then start doing the CSS and all of that. So it was really exciting, and it built my confidence a whole lot once I was able to get like the nav bar and this first 2 pages up or sections up, because that's when I realized that like, oh my gosh, I can actually do this, and it's moving right along. Let's see. Then so right now I'm waiting on going into an internship with Deep Fork Technologies that I'm super excited for and ready to see what all more I can learn in a work setting. And so if anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And if you want, you can follow me on all the places. I have a LinkedIn, and there is my GitHub.
Thank you so much, Jemi. That was a great presentation. I was happy to learn everything